Please welcome Diana Cooper, international author, healer, and therapist. Welcome to South Africa, Diana.
Thank you.
And thank you very... Why are you in South Africa?
I love South Africa, and I was invited here.
Yeah, to do what?
To talk about angels. I'm doing workshops and seminars about angels and Atlantis, the purest time there's ever been in this planet.
Yeah.
And so my aim is to introduce people to angels so that they can feel a real connection, and also to the archangels, especially Archangel Michael, who is working very closely with us, and he's going to take away all the cords that bind us to lower energies. You see, if you're unhappy, then you're corded to something low, and so he takes it away. And we're going to be doing this to set people free so that they can live their lives happily and at a higher frequency.
We'll be talking about archangels and Atlantis a little later on, but I want to know more about you. You're a therapist, a healer, an author, the angel lady. Tell us about the therapy, the healing. What exactly do you do?
I started as a hypnotherapist many years ago, and I don't do one-to-one anymore, and I trained as a spiritual healer. And then I started writing books, and that's over. And now I tour the world talking about angels. I've also taught many people how to teach about angels and to run their own workshops. And so that's taken my time. The Web of Light is my 12th book, and so I've written 12 books in 12 years.
Where do you get the time or the energy? Because you are all over. You're in South Africa, you're in Argentina, you're all over the world, but you still managed to write 12 books in 12 years. That's one book a year.
Focus and hard work, yes.
And passion?
And
passion about what you do.
You know, there are many people that are more spiritual, lead better lives, but I'm a spiritual workhorse. They can use me. So they use me to do the work, and that's the difference.
Tell us about this book. It's set in Africa.
The Web of Light is set in Africa. It's the most fascinating book I've ever written. I've been buzzing with excitement as I was writing it. Many years ago, I had a dream, and in the dream, a young man finds a scroll from Atlantis, and he is told his job is to spread the information from the scroll. I woke up knowing I'd been given information about a spiritual novel that I must write. And I wrote the first spiritual novel, and that was The Silent Stones. Then I went to Australia for 6 months and learned a lot about the Aboriginals, met the elders, and learned a lot about Uluru. And I wrote The Codes of Power, and I thought that was it. And then they sent me to Africa, and then I heard about the Sacred White Lion. And all the books are suffused with incredible spiritual information, as well as knowledge and the story, the thrilling stories that go with them. And so these are novels so that people that don't normally read other type of books can get into the spiritual information. And so I learned about the White Lion and how important it was, because it carries a certain energy that can heal people's hearts. Well, your heart center looks after your immune system. And if your immune system is low, then you get lots of illnesses. If it's very strong and your heart is wide open, then illnesses cannot come into your body. And so the aim is for people to connect with the energies through the book, and so that they can strengthen their immune system, in which case diseases like cancer and AIDS simply cannot get hold into people.
We need to talk about that. But let me go to...
Very important.
Yeah, let me go to Judith first in Cape Town. Hi, Judith.
Hello, Dean.
Yes.
Thanks for taking my call.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, it's lovely speaking to you. And even better speaking to Diana Cooper. You know, I've been waiting for... I just wanted to come to South Africa. So,
thank you.
You know, I'm really interested in knowing about my angel. Who is my angel? How do I connect to my angel? And, you know, how do I contact that? I'm reading your book on angels. So I'm quite interested in you know, knowing how to connect to my angel.
Don't go away. Let me just ask, in your workshops, do you show people how to connect to their angels?
Yes, I do.
You do?
The book A Little Light on Angels is the first one I wrote after the angels came back again and asked me to help people get to know them and to teach people about
But what I'm
angels.
talking about, specifically in the workshops that you're doing in South Africa, you are showing people how.
Yes.
Do you know what I'd like to do, Judith?
Yes?
I'd like to send you to one of Diana's workshops.
I'd love to go on one of those things.
All right. It is Diana Cooper Light Workshop, and the ladies from Angel Connection will be in touch with you to give you the details, and it's in Cape Town, so you'll be able to go.
Oh, nice. I think my angel looked after me today. Absolutely. You know, you wouldn't believe, because, you know, I'm following all Diana's goodies.
Yes.
And, you know, I've been last night I was trying to connect to my angel, as a matter of fact.
Right.
I was reading about, hummingbirds and all of that, and I thought, maybe I'll send a hummingbird to someone.
Okay.
And I actually tried it, and today I had this uncanny feeling that this person that I sent a hummingbird to actually got it.
Yes.
So
you didn't send it to me by any chance?
Well, I'd certainly send you another one.
Janet, I hope that you enjoyed the workshops, and thank you very much for calling. Your question will be answered on the show today and certainly in that workshop. Thank you very much for calling, and congratulations.
Thank you. And make sure you come and say hello to me in Cape Town.
Yeah, and she must remind you that she won it on 3 Talk.
Absolutely.
Now, if someone is skeptic and says, well, Diana, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not so sure. I believe there are no angels, and no angels can really affect my life and change my life and help me. What do you say to them?
Well, that's none of my responsibility. If that's what they believe and that's what they feel, that's up to them. My task is to share my experiences, and if that helps people to open up, that's great.
But you don't convince people and say,
no,
guys, the reason why I believe angels exist is because of X, Y, and Z.
No. I just share what's happened to me.
Yeah.
And then people very often go away and find that the angels have come to them. You see, angels come in many ways. They leave a little white feather to indicate to people that they've been near them. And sometimes people will talk to me and they'll go away feeling skeptical, and there, sitting in the car which has been locked, will be a little white feather. And they'll say, oh, wow,
I've never
maybe
seen
there
a
is
white
something.
feather in my
Well, you will now. I
will?
guarantee it. Yeah.
Maybe it's a dove.
Doesn't matter. It'll come to you, and the angels will have brought it.
My daughter died in 1999 in a car accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And 3 weeks later, her bedroom was locked all the time. And 3 weeks later, I went into her room, and I was sobbing my heart out. And all of a sudden, a peace came over me. And I turned around, and on her bed was lying a little white feather. And I just knew that the angel, God has put an angel with me to calm me down.
My word. And after that, did you still feel the pain? Did you...
I still feel the pain, but it's more calm.
Yeah.
The pain's more calm.
Yeah.
And I accept her death.
Right.
And the angels has helped me a lot.
All right, Jean. Have you ever seen the angel again?
No.
Sure.
I don't see the angel, but I do feel...
You feel the angel?
I do feel them around me, yes.
All right.
I do feel my angel around me.
Okay, thank you very much for your call. You were nodding your head there when Jean was speaking to us.
Yes, it's dreadful when somebody you love dies, and yet we know that spiritually that they've gone and they're being looked after, and that they've gone usually into something much higher, and it's just us left behind with the pain. But angels often come in at such a time and help to calm you and soothe you. And yes, the pain does still continue, but then you've got the proof that you've got the angelic help to surround you when you need it, and it helps people move on.
Could it have been...
One day, my daughter's a golfer, and we travel 2 or 3 hours a day for her to go and train at this prestigious golf club. And I asked the angels, I need help because I work in business. I need more money to help my daughter, and I need to get rid of the business. And the next day, I went to a place, I bought some cold drink, and with the change, I bought a Quick Fix. And I won the 7.5 million rand because of the angels. And I thank my angels for it. And you can... that is definitely, that's the truth.
7.5 million?
7.5 million.
Send me your angel.
I learned to go through the books and learn, if you do somebody wrong, you must go through the angels and to go and to ask forgiveness. That you can do that people right, that you did wrong. So my biggest dream now is to go to to go overseas and to be trained under Diana, because I really think God put her on the earth to help us.
Well, she's helping you through her books. Don't go away, don't go away. You wanted to say something?
Yes, I'm going to say that's very kind of you, and I'm glad the angels helped you so much. And I've now trained 2 teachers who are going to start training people in South Africa. So you don't have to go to England at all.
To you train. See? But you know what I'd like to do for you? I'd like you to go to one of Diana's workshops, the Diana Cooper Web of Light workshop. Would you like to go?
I will, definitely.
Okay, the ladies from Angel Connection will be in touch with you to give you the details. Congratulations, and I'm sure Diana is looking forward to meeting you there.
That will
Yeah,
be
may
helpful.
the angels be with you.
And yes, thank you. See, I don't even know what to say when someone says, may the angels be with you, because for me, it's God bless you.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The angels are with you. And
Yes.
so it's just affirming it. And whatever you affirm, as Michelle has just said, that you get in your life.
What part does God play in all of this? Because I was reading one of your books, and the preamble to it said that you'd never been to church, you'd never been a religious person. You went to church one day when you were 13 years old, hated it, it was a terrible experience, and never again.
Yeah.
So how did you access angels without God in your life?
The angels
without
accessed
church.
me. They came to me
Yeah.
when I was in total despair. And then the angel appeared in front of me and showed me that there was a different future for me. And I followed that guidance.
Yeah.
And so then the angels came back again and again to ask me to do things generally.
So is
and to
there
work with them.
separation, Diana,
No.
between God and angels, or does God send the angels to earth to help us?
Yeah. The creator, the source of all, which is much vaster than we have any idea of, directs the angels. And the archangels direct the angels who are the guardian angels who look after us.
Yeah.
And so there's a vast hierarchy of beings looking after us.